welcome back to an episode of We Are again at the marketplace, and it's time for us to get our gold back. So that means one thing and one thing alone. Someone needs to distract Trader Ovis. Actually, he's not moving around that much. What I have to do is get to a dead spot somewhere, if that's even possible, and then hopefully. No, it's actually not possible because of those objects that are all the way around. Like, look at this. Hey, does it work? Nah. Quite sneak about, will you? What? Okay. Who actually looks at him? And who secures the area? It could be this one. But I have to figure out who is looking at that one right there. Okay. Let's use this one. Okay. It may have been a bit better. No, it's actually not getting better. This one is looking about. It could be this one. Okay. Let's see. Let's use the beast and talk to this guy. There we go. And nothing. Alright. Well, kind of makes sense. And then there's also number 3, obviously.
Beneath the Magister bestowed garb, you can.
And we have an opening. Kind of. We have an opening. So let's save. And let's see if I'm okay. Gotta be kidding me. Really now? That's cheating. That's absolute cheating. It's not working. It does not work because you automatically get out of sneak mode. It would be nice if the pickpocket would kind of only work if you're sneaking. But once you get seen, it does not trigger. That would be a nice fail save in this case. But I do want to get nice gold back because I spent a lot for the spells in the previous episode. Like I basically bought everything. Yeah, he has some news for me. Good old Togrof.
Any of latest, my friend? The war, the bishop, the queen? What tickles your fancy?
Ask him about the war he mentioned.
Ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit the ancient empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't ya? Ain't no one left standing when you treat them to death, Frog.
Hoi, so you're interested in the fate of the bishop?
7 sailors. Stabbed in the back he was, by them vile, low-born, treacherous seekers. Kill them all, I say. Do them like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now?
And what about the queen?
Johnny Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ha! Scourge, more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Queen or no queen?
Right. The more you know. So... Like, it always looks like there's an opening, but there's always an object right in the way. But I could actually try to nip the spears. Question, how good are the spears? They're actually quite pricey, so I can just nip them, sell them to the dude, and everything would be fine. But there's always this strange opening here. Someone is looking at them, and for some reason, they secured the guy. Okay, what about her? Like, she's looking at him? And if she's looking the other direction, let's see. Let's just distract her. There we go. And still nothing. Okay, someone else is looking there. Oh. Okay, every time the character is on the ground and looks upwards, they have a strange, circular vision cone. I think that could be it. Otherwise, I don't really get it. Like, how on earth are you supposed to get around that?
My word, but you do.
Yeah. No.
Never forget it.
I really want to try to get around those fellas, but that is just not possible.
Yep.
Alright, so anyway, at least we got a little bit of gold back, which is okay. But didn't didn't think it. Yeah, it's supposed to be on my end here. There we go. So then there's this one, and of course Trader Bree is with all of the cool spells and whatnot, or at least the spells that we may have good uses for. Does she maybe? No, she has no dead zone. Someone is still looking. It could be this guy here, the idle beggar. Let's just give him some gold.
Penny for a sick dog.
Oh no, wait a minute. Is the dog actually sick? Let's talk to Rusty
The dog
first.
lies there quietly, clearly in great pain.
You don't smell right.
No. Ask it what ails it.
Got a pain in the neck. Got a bad pain in the neck.
Lay your hand upon the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds within its throat.
Let's get the studded collar.
Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog bares its teeth at you and growls.
Okay. I can heal its pain, but it must trust you.
The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but does not bite you. Yet.
Alright, so let's turn the collar around.
The dog goes to bite your hand, and then realizes the pain is gone.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks, man. Think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude?
Tell the dog that payment in gold is custody. Ask him who put the collar on him. Yes.
Master did.
So the beggar just wants the dog to be somewhat painful there in order to beg for money. Now this is something that we definitely do not want to get through here. So ask a dog if he knows what that means.
Huh? Wait a minute. Master hurted me? Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go now. But first I have a thing I need to do.
Okay.
He turns to his master.
You bad man, you!
And there he goes. Alright. So now, Mr. Beggar, sir,
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
At least now he has a different story to tell, which is more truthful. Not as deceiving. Mention the dog's by collar. Tell him he's cruel. No, we don't need to tell him he's cruel. Shake your head and keep your gold. No, tell him he's clever. Yes, you are clever.
Damn it. That was my livelihood. Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon I'm owed it here.
Tell him to get a job. Nah. A job is just doing things for money. He needs to produce value, so the money just goes to him voluntarily. Tell him to get out of town. Tell him you'll tell the people what he did. None of that actually helps in any way. We could also just turn away. What happens if we just turn away?
Go on then, get lost, you freeloader. I'm working it up.
Do we get another
Penny
option?
for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
Nah.
Then get out of the way, cheaps. Penny for a sick dog, people. Go on there. Penny for a sick dog.
Was that drowning her sorrows? No, that's not it. Captain Elverils' magic compass went down. With the ship. Where is this? A very long way. Actually, it's not that far away, right? This is where the troll is. It's right around the corner, actually. The thing is, the map looks extremely extremely huge, right? But it's just like a minute walk with running enabled and stuff like that. Oh, look at that! We can actually open some baskets, some other thingamajigs. With a bit of luck, we are also with a bit of luck, right? We can also trigger the lucky charm that is right in the name. Look at that. An unidentified glove thingamajig. So, what is it good for? Also, I did some inventory management here. No, that's actually not as good. That one can't be sold. Good. What else we got? There's still the fish here, the beehive, which can be used with the bees. The jar in order to fill it with honey. What? Wait a minute. Molly the dog. Oh. What's going on with you?
Raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
Tell it it's a good dog. You're a good dog. Ask what it's barking at. No, we're not Yeah, let's just question it.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it.
A remark that everything smells bad around here. Yes.
Not like this. This smells real bad. This smells evil.
Alright. An evil smell. Time for us to figure that out. And it's supposed to be beneath the house. What do we got here? Another... this time it's a poison fish. Not a void tainted fish, but a normal poison one. But look at... look at the stench. Okay, something beneath the house. So maybe we have to get into the house in order to make that work. Firstly, we're gonna get some buckets, because why not? What do we got here? Poison fish, a ton of poison fish, and a fishing rod, which for some reason has no text if we hover over this. Right. Oh, look at that, another barrel.
We will find him.
What is this? That's the pier.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters.
Ah, right. Now it gets interesting. What do we have here? Void Tainted Yellow Ridgeback. That looks like an interesting one. Another Crimson Bream. Let's just get some of the Void Tainted fish out of here. Actually, I'm definitely not the right one picking these things up. And why is it that some of them can be picked up and some others are there for stealing purposes? That is kind of weird. I don't quite get it. But okay, let's just stay in this building and talk to everybody involved in here, starting with her.
Bugger off, I'm busy.
Are you really? Red Snapper, Void Tainted. Ah, look at that. Even more Void Tainted stuff. So if you want Void Tainted things, then get in here.
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected fish, gently poking its innards with his knife.
Fascinating. Most fascinating. Oh my, I mean, no, what do you want?
Yeah, tell him there's no need to be so gentle with the fish. I already did.
The dwarf shakes his head with irritation before turning back to the fish.
You're blocking my light, go away.
Note that he is doing this, his work with a strange amount of diligence compared to the others. Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing wrong with taking pride in your work.
Yeah, nothing wrong there. Shrug and leave him. Nope. Roll your eyes and say that it's plain he's up to something, and it isn't fishmongery.
The dwarf grimaces and points the tip of his knife at his handiwork.
Whatever's wrong with these fish is causing a lot of hardship for a lot of folk. I want to figure out what's happening to them. See if there's anything that can be done.
Ask if he needs any help.
Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand, if you understand me.
Say that you'll eat the fish if he's sure it'll do some good.
Wonderful. Now, there's 3 samples that I wish to learn more about.
Alright, so let's start with the yellow one.
The fish instantly churns your insides. You double over in pain.
Oh goodness, now we are diseased with constitution. Let's just hope that our gear still holds up.
A sudden vivid sensation of floating in darkness assails you. There's something in there with you. Something. Hungry and corrupt. You can't breathe. You can't breathe.
There's even more fish.
The dwarf suddenly drifts back into view, peering at you with fascination.
How do you feel?
A stream
Not
of black
good.
bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
So that you actually didn't feel a thing.
Doesn't look like you didn't feel a thing, which is interesting enough by itself. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ask what you learned from
The
observing.
dwarf puffs up his chest and proudly gestures to the fish.
The fish is indeed malignant. Humans are affected by it in the same manner as other species.
And yeah, the reward can wait a little bit. So that you're willing to try another if the reward is increased to match your effort. Scotland say that you didn't need to eat the damn stuff to learn that. Angry snarl that you ought to force feed some of these fish to him. Okay, let's go with number 2. Let's eat all of those.
Thank you, but no.
Aw.
I can only allow for 1 specimen per volunteer, or my findings could become flawed. The fish you ate is known as yellow ridgeback. Quite a cunning breed, often used in concoctions to increase alertness.
Ooh.
But this one, touched by the void itself.
How did you know that this was void touched?
Who is to say how such a creature might alter an alertness mixture?
Yeah, in the
Seek
negative
out
way,
somewhere that
obviously.
peddles alertness herb mixes. Adding these unique ridgebacks might make quite the impact.
Mm-hmm.
So, now my work must continue. As soon as I've got in my quota of fish, of course.
Okay, we got a potent alertness herb mix. Okay, who actually got the potent alertness herb mix? You can say this 3 times in a row. Maybe in 4 or 5 times. There we go. A herbal mixture that should grant alertness to one who smokes us. But then we also need the yellow ridgeback in order to combine this. Let's just save, right click. No! Bollocks, that was not the one that I wanted. I wanted to combine this with the herb mix or whatever, if that works. The other way would be to have the fish. Like, I think what you have to do is you have to smoke the thing, because the herb mix is used for smoking, and maybe I just have to add the fish for this to work. So maybe we can get some extremely dark visions with this. So let's try that one out. Anyway, we could combine this with a herb mix that's even targetable. Herb mix. There. Like, alertness herb mix. That could be the one. Let's see if we can combine this. And we get ourselves a potent alertness. Oh. It's a potent one. A more potent version of the herbal mixture for alertness. The effects should last quite a bit longer. Aha. And that's all. Interesting. Okay, so the potent alertness mix was just, or at least the fish thing just turned it more potent for some reason. Or maybe it was the wrong fish? No, it wasn't the wrong fish. It was just a strange version. But then they said 1 per volunteer. So we can try all of the other teammates. And then we can know more about all of this. So, yeah. That's that. No, this is just an alertness herb mix. Where's the potent version? I really don't have the potent version. You gotta be kidding me. Combine this. I thought it was a potent version already. Okay. It's just a normal alertness herb mix. Saying this all over again is just really weird. So, let's go with Fane.
The dwarf peers at
Fascinating. Oh,
yeah. Scholar, say that you recognize these incisions. The work of a healer or scholar. That's a
with
fishmonger.
a small grin. The dwarf glances between you and his handiwork and shrugs.
Indeed I am. They can close our schools, but they can't take away what I've been taught. Besides, there's still so much to learn.
And what's there to learn from a foul-smelling
Plenty.
fish?
These tainted fish are causing a lot of hardship. If I can understand what's happening to them, perhaps there'll be a way to reverse the effects.
Okay, how can you help?
Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish.
Alright,
First, wonderful.
let's do this.
Now,
Number
I
red.
have 2
No, actually we can go with the brown
samples
one.
that I wish to study. Care to choose?
The fish instantly churns your insides. Everything turns black.
Same thing.
A sudden vivid sensation of floating in darkness assails you. There's something in there with you.
Hungry, corrupt,
Hungry
can't
and
breathe,
corrupt,
you can't
the dwarf
burp.
suddenly drifts back into view.
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts
the same
from
thing.
your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
Okay, still didn't feel a thing.
Doesn't look like you didn't feel a thing. Which is interesting enough. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing.
Okay, and what did you
The
learn?
dwarf puffs up his chest and
The fish is indeed malignant.
Yeah, we got that much.
Humans are affected by it in the same manner as other species.
Okay, we could still
Thank
try
you,
another.
but no, I can. The fish you ate is known as the
There we go.
monkfish, a remarkably intelligent breed. In fact, its flesh is often used to create intelligence mixtures. Now, this monkfish, one that's been touched by the void itself, who's to say how its flesh could augment an intelligence brew? It could prove to be most valuable. Find somewhere that offers intelligence brews, then add this monkfish sample. The effects could be most interesting. So, now my work.
Okay, potent enlightenment herb mix. That is the enlightenment herb mix, and combine with. I need the strange fish again. Where is it? The monkfish, wasn't it? The umber monkfish. There we go. This one. And then we got ourselves some good stuff. Yes. So, and of course the red fish for the red prince.
The dwarf peeked.
Fascinating. Oh, my. I mean, no. What do you
Not
want?
that surely, Tyrannus's voice seems a little forced.
What's it to you?
I say that you're simply expressing an interest. Yes, roll your eyes and say that it's plain he's up to some... Nah, I just have some
Express
interest.
your interest somewhere else. I'm busy.
Ah, come on.
What is it? I'm going to wind up out of my ear if they think I'm spending all my time talking to
Okay,
you.
and who's buying that
Not
fish?
for me to say. I just work here. How about you leave me to get back to that work, eh?
Okay, so let's go with the scholar thing. What does he learn?
These tainted fish are causing a lot of hardship.
Can we help
as it happens.
somehow? Let's
This
eat some
yellow
fish.
is
And the red
last,
one.
The fish instantly
It's probably
turns
a
your
strength
insight.
for
Everything turns
concoction or
black.
whatever.
A sudden vivid the
Same
dwarf
thing,
suddenly drifts
same
back.
thing,
feel?
same
A stream
thing.
of black bile suddenly
Catch your breath and
erupts from
say
your
that
mouth
you
and
saw
across the
things,
dwarf's
terrible
I
things.
see. Well, I'm sure it was nothing but a side effect of the fish. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you.
And what did he
The
get?
dwarf puffs up his chest and proudly gestures to the fish.
The fish is indeed malignant.
Of course.
Lizards are affected by it in the same manner as others.
Anything else we
Thank
can
you,
try?
But no. I can only allow the fish you ate is known as
There we go.
crimson bream. Quite a fast, vicious breed. It's often used in the creation of ferocity mixtures. But those use regular specimens, not this kind. Who is to say what might happen if you brewed a ferocity mixture with a crimson bream that's been touched by the void itself? The effects could be quite potent. Seek out somewhere that peddles ferocity herb mixes, but make an addition. One of these, unique breams. So, now my work must continue.
Alright, so even more. So we got the enlightenment mix, we got the ferocity mix, and we have to get the crimson bream. Good. Combine this with a fish called the crimson bream. If I can find the fish again. Up and up and up and up and up and up. Crimson poison. Where's the white walking fish? Crimson bream. There we go. That's the one. I just need one. Yeah, there we go. Potent ferocity potion. Perfect. So, the void tainted stuff, I don't know. Maybe I should keep that. When it comes to enlightenment mixes, let's just keep them all in my inventory. Or actually, they're like kind of strange consumable things. Maybe Fane could carry them around for me. So yeah, we got Fane. We got like these, and yeah, the Red Prince also has a. Should have. Maybe I already... No, this is it. That one goes to Fane. There we go. Now everything is where it is supposed to be. And I actually have to go to the cat and give it some strange stuff as well. So, let's try that. And anyone around? Nope. Hey, we get good stuff. Look at that. There's an empty cup, all of the other stuff, and I could try to just go around this. Gotta be kidding me, come on. Let's just close all of this. We don't want to get interrupted here. There we go. Right click and pick a lock. Right click and pick the lock. So, hey, even more good stuff. Even more good stuff. Awesome. Wow. Let's hope that they have noticed the thing, because that would be embarrassing. Okay, let's quickly go out of here and save. Like sometimes they're looking around and then they say, oh, stuff got stolen or whatever. But it's really weird that they actually open the doors. That's something that I do not want to happen here. Not while I'm looking around.
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
Best way possible. What the hell? Oh, someone was looking through the window. That's mean. Cautionary pamphlet. Yeah, we could read that. And come on. Someone is definitely doing some strange things. You gotta be kidding me. Who's opening all of those bloody things all the time? Ah, it's so annoying. Alright, do we have anything else up here? Nah, just some mugs and bones and whatever. Let's just get... Yeah, let's save. Like, I do have another quest, a small little quest for a cat. This cat over here, because it wanted to eat some void tainted fish. Let's just check up on our items that we got. Okay, that one can be sold. That one goes to the beast. That one goes to us. That is beast stuff. Both of those mixtures are also kind of beasty. So what do we got here? Telekinesis initiative. That can be sold. That also can be sold. That has no effect at all. That's just some defense. No positive effects as well. That also can be sold. And cautionary pamphlet. Sailor scavengers, yada yada yada. Dwarven filth to lure you into their piratical trap. Trust me, I know from whence I talk. Yeah, that's just a weird thingy. And that went to the Red Prince. No, that was the wrong one. Bollocks. Anyway, the silver glass can be sold as well. The trap goes to the beast, and that key should actually always be in my inventory, just say. So, let's talk to the cat and feed it some fish.
I'd give my right paw for a taste of smelly mackerel, carp, any fish will do, really.
Okay, offer him 2 poisoned fish. No, 2 void-tainted fish. Warn him away from eating the void-woken fish. The void isn't as pleasant as he thinks. What? What's that?
I'd give my right paw.
Okay, somehow it's not working.
I'd give my right paw for a taste of
So we have...
smelly mackerel.
Let's just give him 3 void-tainted fish and see what happens.
Maybe... I should stick to the good stuff for a while.
He pokes his nose at your map, leaving a wet spot.
I think you'll find something interesting there.
That can't be good for him.
Yeah. Alright, let's just bless the thing.
Can't be good for him.
Alright, now it's blessed. We can just heal it. There we go. Easy peasy.
I'm so very
sleepy. Now,
Good for him.
what happened? And it's dead. Okay. Well, definitely maybe a bit too much for the fish. We got ourselves earth essence and claws and whatever. Too bad. Anyway, his last wish in a way. So, what was that? Mortis, Wrecker's Cave, Shipwreck, and then there was some strange other kind of mark. This is Mark the Troll, not the mark that I was looking at. Maybe it is something in here. A rare prey. What about this one? Someone called R will pay cash for a head of a godwoken. Yeah, that's not it. I actually... don't know which quest got finished now. That's a bit iffy. There's something on a map, but I do not know which marker it was. It could be anywhere here, really, but there's just some archives, bridge to the Blood Moon thing, and what else? Black pits. The yellow stuff is usually just areas, and they have nothing to do with anything. It's the red stuff that's interesting. And this is Hanak. Nah. Huh. Weird. Or maybe it's the cave or whatever. There we go. I don't know. Pox is dead. Sadly. Actually, wait a minute. Is there another? There's another cat. Right. Yeah, let's talk to the cat
spirit
again.
The further you gaze into its vacant eyes, the blacker your heart feels. With a jolt, you avert your glance and move away.
Aww, that's what we want. We wanted to be nice with the cat, but alright. That's one way to do it. Maybe the idea was to give it just one fish, but then it could also happen that it asks for more fish and more. Until we actually end up feeding it 3 at a time, and then of course the obvious happens. It dies. So, Let's see, do we have anything else on the floor? No. Just some more smelly fish. Either it's smelly or deadly or whatever. Come on. There we go. So, what about this Magister? Varland.
You, stranger, what are you doing here?
Looking around mostly. Not as many interesting items. Say that you are just passing through and aren't looking for trouble. Well, challenge the Magister, who she's to ask you questions. Explain that you have business with her superior. Nah, okay.
I'm someone investigating the disappearance of 4 Magisters. There's a sorcerer stalking these streets. An affront to our order.
Didn't I already solve that one?
Several brothers have gone missing. Now tell me, have you seen a man in a grey cloak? Grey beard?
Not
Carrying a
quite.
satchel, perhaps?
But, and say that you haven't had the pleasure, but you let them know. Actually, the whole thing is over.
Higba is a sorcerer and must be found. But perhaps there's something to what you say.
Say that you haven't. Okay, I'll often say that you haven't had the pleasure, but you let them know once you find them, sure.
The Magister's eyes narrow, and her lip curls as she assesses you.
It's vital that you report anything unusual. We must know. Is that clear?
Okay, what about the person you're actually hunting now?
He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and sold a few knickknacks. But we thought nothing of it until our brothers started vanishing. As soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. We think he's hiding in here, but he's a canny one. Now, be on your way. Who knows where he could strike next?
Okay, so the question is, who actually made him move? Was it him moving and then they went after him, or was it the other way around? Them going after him kind of triggered his escape or whatever. Wait a minute, what is this? Is this? That's Lagan. That let's just let Lagan be Lagan. Let's just let him lay there, whatever. And who else do we have? There's Kannox. Kind of sounds like Kannox. Whatever. Oh, there are some shells. That's quite nice. And some more stuff that we can just get without actually interfering too much with the people around. Like, why is it that some of those barrels can be opened and there's stuff in it, and then there are some other barrels or fish piles or whatever, and then they are considered to be stealing or whatever? That is just so weird.
The dwarf looks you up and down, a scowl of repulsion on his face. He mumbles something about dwarvish decency under his breath and turns away from you.
Okay, his attitude is rather short-sighted. Best to stand together in times like these.
Ain't no one been standing together since Lucian died. Ain't been no goodwill among your kind, or mine, or anyone else's since the Reds have been in charge.
Wing and Whisper, you're not exactly a fan of them either.
Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow them, you mark my words. Until then, I'll practice the art of gutting unspoiled fish.
But yeah, there's the thing is, there's they always want to overthrow, right? But there's actually a reason they are here, and that reason is somewhat valid. Again, it's how they do it and not why they're doing it. Alright, ask if he knows anything about this fugitive.
Fugitive? Ah, yeah. I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers.
Well, don't we know each other, like, for 5 seconds? I'm not a stranger anymore. Tell him it's very clear he dislikes the Magister, so why not discuss an enemy of the Magister's?
Because I don't intend to end up with me lips stitched together, that's why.
Well, then sing it, maybe. Or...
No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more.
Alright, so, what do we got? Strength, not working. Wits and memory could actually work. I just have to figure out what his stats are. Yeah, okay, wits is a 12, memory is also a 12, so that could definitely work. Question? Wits, definitely wits. Yeah, wits or memory. The thing is, memory is the hero attack as well, so that he has no choice. If he knows anything, it's duty to speak, as it is your duty to save this man's life. Ah, thank goodness it worked.
Godspeed, buggered fine. I'll tell you all I know.
The dwarf leans in and begins whispering conspiratorially.
Conspiratorially.
This fella runs along, right, sweating, panicking. Red's racing after him like hunting hounds. Hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. And what do you know? He did.
Now, where is that barrel?
Problem is, he's still in there. Been hours. Can't go nowhere, he can't, not with the Reds around.
Okay, so we just moved the barrel around. Okay. That means we have to figure out in which barrel the fella is hiding. And then the whole situation might be done. Z's. What about this fella?
Tell me, have you seen a man acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder.
You mean conspiratorially, suspiciously? Maybe. So where's the book that I got? It's of course in my notes. There. I can deduct one recipe, yet a creepy dead magic requires one shadow and ghoulish ingredients, skull's bone and marrow. With parchment and paper you can compose malevolent magic and sinister scrolls. I just love those rhymes, they're amazing. So, let's sell some of the stuff, but okay. I need like, how much do I need? That's like, that may be too much. Okay, that could work. Let's accept it. Alright, anyway. Tell the Magister to call off the search. You found the real killer.
The chef? What tripe? That waif can barely carve a ham. And murder or not, Higba is still a sorcerer. He will be caught.
Well, if I wouldn't already have defeated her, I would actually point you right to the tavern to figure it out for yourself. But no. Tell the Magister that you haven't seen anyone suspicious. The only suspicious person you've seen all day is standing in front of you. Ask what he's doing at a fish factory.
Watch your tongue. Sir Raymond himself gave me order to find the Tinkerer hiding in here. But I can still find time to haul you to a cell.
Wonder who this Raymond might be. We kind of, met a little while ago.
Sir Raymond. He commands the garrison here, such as it is. He's on the docks, if you wish to speak to him. Now, for the last time, have you seen anyone dressed as a Tinkerer in this charnel house?
Okay, how does a Tinkerer actually look like? Granted, tell him that you haven't seen any Tinkerers.
If you do see anything out of place, report it immediately. He'll slip up soon, and then we'll have him. That lunatic is not going to take another Magister. It'll be a pleasure to watch Magister Raymond purge him.
He may be a sorcerer, but this is still nothing to do with you. Wonder why you're hunting a Tinkerer.
He's wanted in connection with the disappearance of several Magisters in this town. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. Who knows what he's done with our divine brothers?
Of course. Maybe he is a sorcerer, right? Then he just fled because of fear, not because he actually did it. Ask how they are sure that he is responsible.
He was seen with the effects of one of our company. Not only was he behind her disappearance, he brazenly flaunted it in the tavern. We chased him to this factory, but lost him on the docks.
Okay. That means that Higba must have been a bit stupid.
Now, I have a patrol to complete. If you see anything, tell me.
I see a lot. I see a building, I see a bit of wood.
Sign. I'll flush the rat out wherever he's hiding. So, report. Did you find anything?
Still not. The only this good. So, how many more things are there to be taken? Oh, it's this one.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He seems to be expecting you. He offers you a large and rusted key.
That's nice. Ooh, look at that. Gold. How convenient. Brayton Barnes.
You took your time. The Magisters are searching the place, and Lohar needs to get his stuff out of the basement if he doesn't want to lose it.
Okay. Take the key basement stuff. Got it.
Good. And if you get caught, I know nothing about it, and this conversation never happened.
Alright, push your luck. Ask where the entrance to the basement is. Yes.
He gives you a strange look.
Come on. How am I supposed to know?
It's where it always is. Lohar did send you, right?
Of course.
He eyes you suspiciously.
Well then, you'll know where the hatch is. It hasn't moved.
Alright.
You're sure you're with Lohar?
Tell me you're sensing some resistance. Lohar won't be happy to hear that. Tell me he needs to point you directly to the basement.
Lohar will be happy once his weapons are safe from Raymond and other prying Magister eyes. The hatch is in the eastern wing of the factory. Don't be seen using it. Good day.
Thank you.
He gives you a look of dark warning and returns to his work. You feel the weight of his key in your hand. You turn away and mark the location on
your map, yes. Because we know exactly where that is. Let's just close some doors real quick.
You tell the Magisters.
Oh boy.
Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
He glances up, recognizes you.
Yes. And time to do some nice stealing. No. Wrong one. Pick lock. Open it up and take it. Open it up, take it. What else we got? A glass of wine, a book, random one again, and some documentation. What is this? Oh. Why must there be those small items all the time? Oh, deck of cards. Cautionary pamphlet again. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, hopefully. So, what else we got? We got that strange barrel thingy. And some contaminated fish. Some knives, which aren't really valuable that much. I have to be very careful. Who is looking about? Someone is looking about. And I do not like that. Come on, move faster. Just a teensy weeny bit faster would be great. Hey, we got good stuff. Perfect. So, time to get our inventory straight. So, cautionary pamphlet is this Yvette thingy. Can be thrown out. Let's use that. Painting of a landscape can also be sold. Official looking documentation. Driftwood Fishworks. Delivery docket. The man in the black house. Address the black house. Northeast Arcs. This, the 4th day of Gumminate. Description. Condition, weight, a yellow ridgeback, and so on and so forth. Amber monkfish, and so on and so forth. So a lot of fish with a lot of weight. A lot of barrels. And reception, delivery instruction. Leave consignment on street outside black house. Walk away, do not look back. Do not knock on the door. There's no door. Do not seek a signature. Do not linger. Do not even look directly at the black house. Sorry, Mr. Barnes, but I ain't going back to no more. Get someone else to do that. Gives me the creeps.
If I ever go to Arcs, I'm staying away from this black house.
More like we're getting as close to it as possible and we're looking for the entrance. The sheet of paper is there for crafting purposes again. It goes to my inventory. The deck of cards are my thing as well. That one can be sold again. And in the book we have the Flight of the Phoenix again. So what about this one? Geomancy and Perseverance. Fun, but not necessary. Alright.
He tries to ignore your presence. Fails. He sighs.
See here.
Wait a minute. Something's weird. Maybe I could try to steal from this fella. But I have to get him into...
I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with Magisters, and our shipments to Arcs are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want?
Let me guess. It's weapons.
Fish. This is a fish factory. I'm shipping fish to Arcs. Now, please. There's the door. I suggest you use it.
Point tainted.
Your kind obviously lacks the sophistication to understand basic business principles, but it may interest you to know that there's a market for everything. You just have to find it.
Okay. Dead people are not a good market.
A dark shadow passes across his face.
Sometimes it finds you.
And who's buying that?
Privileged information. I have a trade to protect.
Okay. We could go with strength and persuasion and this one. Actually, yeah. Let's just try this. Examine. Let's look at his strength levels, and they are 13. So that means our persuasion might be really good. Let's do this one. Smile.
An excellent point. Well made. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can send him.
There are a lot of men in a lot of houses. I expect him to be in a black house.
That dark shadow crosses his face once more. He shivers.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest.
Tell me, it sounds like he struck it lucky.
When you've been in business as long as I have, you learn not to question these things too closely. Now I'll get back to my work, and I suggest you get back to leaving. Good day.
What are you? Some kind of transporter? Alright. Let's just hope that he comes back into this house. Perfect.
You see a man, well fed and well.
Yeah. Now he's decoyed, and you need to wait a bit because sometimes the vision cone is a bit overflowy. And everything done. There's a key. There's a bloody key there.
You're still here.
Yeah. Let's get out of here real quick. Oh, there are also some books. Forgot to pick the books. He's robbed. Oh no. Let's run. Let's run really far away. And we still have to figure out in what bloody barrel he's hiding. It could be a water barrel. Like it could be a barrel that we would not even think of as a barrel. Let's see. They're like void tainted things. Yeah, they're actually poison, so maybe it's... Nah, they're not these kind of barrels. Okay. Would have been really nice. What about this one? The barrel at the end of the... No. It also said something about a house or whatever. So... that could also be a thing. Let's get the shell. Okay, and there's a little bucket. But nah. It's a barrel, not a bucket. A lot of container of fish. What could I do with those things? Throw them at the enemy. Make them stink. Right. So now we basically went a little bit around. Only thing we need to do is figure out what container is targetable, or maybe there's some like... So if I would hide in containers and barrels and whatnot, then I would pick myself a safe barrel. Question, which one is safe in here? None of them are. Void tainted, some other stuff, and some more other stuff. Whatever. And it goes out again. And what about this? That's also not it. Maybe he's just in a crate and they weren't as correct about that assessment.
Void worker would get it before we do.
Benson, we need to talk.
Still no sign. I'll flash the rat out wherever he's hiding. So, report.
Oh.
If you see any...
That was Benson. Okay. The more you know. How many more are there? And where's this Raymond fella? Do we, like, miss the guy or what? Could be. I have a ton of those void fish. I really have to do something about that. Nice thing is that they're actually poison. The not so nice thing is that they, well, have the negative side effect of giving you diseases.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels shifts slightly.
Okay, we found it. Bottom right, and it's marked with a little flag. Perfect.
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad.
Okay, are we talking to Higba?
I'm a salesman. I tinker. I fix things. I wonder. I buy and sell books when I can. I had nothing to do with those Magisters vanishing. Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want them to take me.
Okay, wonder what's in it for you. Look over your shoulder, be sure, and lean casually against the barrel and quietly ask why the Magisters are looking for...
Shift your weight slightly away from the barrel and hear a panicked squawk from within.
Uh-oh. I just hit some buttons by accident. Sorry. This is not what we wanted. Bollocks. Definitely not good.
Don't leave. I have friends. I know people. They can teach you. Just please, don't leave me here.
Why are the Magisters looking for you?
I've no idea. I only arrived in town a few days ago. I've sold a few items to Grandmaster Kem in Arx and stopped off here on my way to Scyseal. I was just sitting in the tavern, minding my own business, and the Magister started screaming at me. I ran and, well...
You hear a quiet sob from the fish.
Why is this happening? I didn't do anything.
Seems a bit of a stretch to accuse someone just because they are new in town.
There's a moment of silence from within the barrel. Some of the fish seem to shift uncomfortably.
I may have been studying some new scrolls I bought.
Mm-hmm.
They might have been, well, they called for sauce. But that doesn't mean I had anything to do with the disappearances. I'm a tinkerer. I'll fix things for a living. I would never hurt anyone.
Okay, so you probably know that it's the kitchen lady, is it?
I don't know.
Not?
It could be anyone in the tavern. None of them have any love for the Magisters. Please, all I know is it wasn't me.
Alright, love this plate. You can't wait to see his face when the Magister pull him out. Nah, look over the shoulder and be sure you're not being watched. Whisper, ask what he needs.
I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen, but if you can get out of town, I can escape to Orcs.
Alright, so either I pick him up in the inventory or I just move the whole barrel.
Please, I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Don't let them find me.
Yeah, just let me do my thing.
Damn it, hurry up. I can feel the fish oozing everywhere.
Yeah, I'm right back.
Okay. Go if you have to, but please be quick.
Yeah. I'm good. So, but for the moment, let's just get all of the items in here real quick. There we go. And we are still smelly, if this is not even a suspicious thing already. Let's see. I think that's all, pretty much all of them. And this barrel also. Okay, good. So we got all of it. The rest of this I'm definitely going to pick up at a later point. Right click, attack combined with examine. No. So the idea is to... I can't move it. Okay.
Behind the container.
Please, you have to help me. The Magister.
What an eloquent fish.
Time for jokes. Please help me. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Just need to
get out of Driftwood and tell him to follow you. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, Lucian. 7 times divine, thank you. I'll follow your lead. But please, be careful. If the Magisters see me, I'm done for.
Alright. It could be so easy. It could be so easy, but in this case, the game, again, does not allow for this kind of behavior. Sadly. Okay, let's get rid of the blood. That's the thing that is most important. So, then we have to go down here. One at a time. There we go. So, let's save down here. Now we should be good. Okay, so there's maybe a tricky way around it. And the tricky way would be to use one of the decoys.
Dwarf.
There we go. Okay, that should do it. So... What on earth is happening?
You found it.
Oh, come on. What's going on? Something gets triggered all the time. I don't get it. I did actually take away his attention. He should not even see that. So annoying. Do I really have to get into combat now? And I thought, yeah, you can just do a little bit of mission every in between or whatever, but no. Alright. I could actually try to turn him into a chicken or whatever, but okay. So he's going up and down. Once he goes up, I can try to go the long way around. Let's see. He's going around. Then he does this, and then he goes this way. Okay. Come on, faster. They haven't seen anything yet. Okay, I think we are good. I think we are good. Yes. Okay, so it's the vision code.
At last.
We got it. You have to get the right timing. So he has to move northwards if you talk to him, for some reason he just turns around and you see, it notices you immediately. This is weird. You have to get the timing right. If that works, you're safe.
You have my thanks. If not for you, I probably would have been found, gutted, and salted.
Okay, but are you a walking barrel or why are you begging on?
I can't just saunter away. Who knows what might be lurking in a place like this?
Mm-hmm.
But once I'm sure the way's clear, I'm running to Ox like a cat with its tail on fire. I'm done with this stinking town.
Nice. Now, well, you're just glad you could get him out of that factory. I wonder how he ended up in the barrel in the first place. Yeah.
I've been asking myself the same thing. I was just enjoying some stew in the tavern, reading over my latest acquisitions, and then I was surrounded by Magisters.
He hands you a damp scroll. In between the fish guts, it seems to give details of how to cast a powerful source spell.
Ooh, thank you.
Here, take it. That's the scroll that caused all this. I barely got out there with my life.
Ask her where he found that scroll.
In the kitchens of the tavern, of all places.
Ho-ho.
That cook had it. Offered it for a great price, too. I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Then again, I'm the dolt who ended up in a barrel. But if she has Magister artifacts, she must be the one they're looking for.
That's actually a nice way to figuring out who's responsible. Scroll's all well and good, but you need to know how to control that source.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm not much of a sorcerer, but I have my connections.
Thank you.
Hanag's a pretty powerful source master. Incredible control of portals. I've never seen anyone bend space like she can.
Ooh, no, that would be a nice ability to have.
Last I heard, she was holed up in a house out in Paradise Downs, the farms to the north. There's more than a few Magisters around those parts, though. She might still be there. Might not. But I pity any red cloak that gets on her bad side.
Really? That's his big lead? A lost sorcerer that might be dead. But okay, let's just thank you for the information. But no, let's just try to continue our dialogue a little bit.
He pauses for a long moment, his eyes lingering on your weapon.
I mean, okay. Look, if you want something else, go to Blood Moon Island.
Oh.
I'm not giving you a name. I'm not giving you anything. Whoever you find there, whatever you find, it's not on me. But if you really want a sorcerer, go to Blood Moon Island. And that's all I have to say about it.
Okay, so we got all of the sorcerers now. Thank you.
I swear, once I get to Ox, I'm going to have the bath of my life.
And what kind of bonus? Come on. All of those weapons are pretty useless because they're just level 9. I think I pretty much over-leveled this area completely. So, let's just pick the one with the highest gold value, which is this one. Righty. Thank you for your hard work. And this means we are going to end the episode, which was already a long one. Full of void, full of fish, full of everything. Until next time then, like and subscribe and ta-ta!